Today we're going to go deep on transmissions, and I've made a video about transmissions and just the importance of them. Many other brands out there, Gravely, Ferris, tons of others are using hydro gear transmissions. We are a bad boy dealer, and I'm going to dive a little bit deeper talking about bad boy hydro gear transmissions. We're sort of locked and loaded on these bad boy transmissions just because of the sheer value that you can get with this transmission. What I've got right now is a ZT 2200 transmission back on this wall. There's all sorts of different transmission sizes you can get for mowers. So this one is a ZT 3100 transmission. One noticeable difference between the one that we've got over there and this one right here is that this is a serviceable transmission, meaning it has a filter right here, okay? And when you get to typically a ZT 2800 and bigger, that's when you're gonna get that serviceable transmission. And look at how big and bad you can get with this hydro gear transmission. This is a ZT 5400, and this is where you're gonna have more of a cartridge style filter right here. So sort of a different setup when you get to ZT 4400 and up. What's unique with bad boy transmissions, it's always what's unique with bad boy, it's the value, it's the sheer value that you're getting. Even though bad boy does not make this transmission themselves, they're dedicated to giving phenomenal value. And I believe one of the best hacks out there is buying a bad boy transmission, even if you don't have a bad boy mower. Now, I'll give you a caveat on this that there are tags on the back of these transmissions, and if you want to make sure yours is a dead set match, you really have to go to the tags on here and make sure that you're going to match right here. So you can see on this one it says ZC-AUBB, and it kind of goes on from there. Now, for example, what could you do in this scenario is we sell Toro, right? Toro has the time cutter version and they use the same transmission. We've had customers where there's been failures in those and we've actually put a bad boy transmission on there. But it's not as simple as just knowing it's a ZT 2200 transmission. And that's where I want to dive in a little bit. If you're kind of considering going this bad boy route, it really helps if you got a dealer that has some of these in stock, because you kind of want to come in and actually physically match these up. The things that we've seen to look out for, obviously you want this coating to match up perfectly. You can kind of skirt around that in particular cases, but the things you need to look for as we've done them is kind of what I want to go over here right now. So what we've seen is if it's a ZT 2200 transmission, the way it links up, you know, these four bolts and then this bolt that ties it into place, we've seen everything pretty much always match in terms of the casing. The things you need to look out for that are going to be different really aren't a big deal. You might have something with a different drive pulley size, right? Because this right here might link differently on a Toro than a bad boy, Gravely, all those sorts of things like I mentioned. Another thing you got to look out for is this linkage style could be different in here. And then depending on what sort of parking brake system, this setup right here could be different. So those are all the things you got to look out for if you're trying to retrofit this on another one. Now that's not really a huge deal, because if you are replacing your transmission, and typically the symptoms you're going to see when you do have a bad transmission is you might run that for a period of time, whether it be 15 minutes, half an hour. Over a period of time, you're going to get virtually nothing out of that side. So unfortunately, if you're watching this video and you've had issues with your transmission, you're pretty much dead in the water if you're kind of having a scenario like that. If you just simply can't move your mower at all once you go to start it, usually that's just something related to your drive belt on there. But if it's something that gets worse over time, when the transmission heats up, the oil is getting too thin, and that's where it's having issues with things internally, and that's typically when you need that new transmission. When we've done some of these swaps, we've had to run the original pulley that was on there, the original fan, and then sometimes we're having to change this linkage. Obviously, if you go ahead and order and you are dead on those numbers, you're not going to have to worry about doing any sort of swapping like that. The biggest thing I will tell you that you got to look out for going brand to brand, and technically you can make something work, but it might not be exactly the same, is this output shaft right here length. Now, where it bolts in and then where this backing plate is here for the wheel, that is what you got to look out for. That could be different, and that's sort of a bigger deal, right? Because some of these you got to look, do I have this sort of spacer in here, or is it a much shorter wheelbase? That's where things change. We actually sold one of these ZT 5400 transmissions to a customer. He's putting on a Ferris. This ZT 5400 that I've got over here This goes on a Bad Boy Rebel X. This output shaft was significantly shorter than what he had. Now, because the price is just so much better, if you were handy, you can use some components and get something fresh, and that price difference really might be something that's worth it to you. You know, like I talked about, we've kind of looked and we've got a Toro Titan that's in here right now. This shaft length is actually different. It's wider on the Titan series. So don't be alarmed if you see different pulley size, different linkages. You can use those original components if you're trying to kind of get into this bad boy kind of thought process of a transmission. But this transmission right here, just to give you an idea price wise, Bad Boy sells a ZT 2200 transmission for $600. Now that's going to depend on your dealer. It's going to depend on whether there's got to be shipping and things like that, whether there's sales. But if you look at the equivalent Toro, I believe you're going to be looking at, I think it's at least $1,000, $1,200. So just a really big difference price-wise in what you're looking at. And another huge factor, what you got to look for that's going to vary brand to brand is obviously you have the outside of the machine here. Well, depending on the company, depending on how they're setting things up, we actually have had to use a left side Bad Boy transmission on a right side Toro, because maybe Bad Boy is linking you in this way, but Toro is actually got it flipped around where it's the opposite side. So there are a lot of factors. There's a lot of risky nature if you're attempting to do this. Even people that have bought this from us and it's not their exact transmission, it's just about being very open and honest with someone. I guess you get it back and just see it simply doesn't work, but coming in with a transmission to a store to get that sort of matchup, it depends on whether your Bad Boy dealer has that in stock, because this is such an expensive component. I talk about all the time in my videos how important the transmissions are to your machine, because this right here, this is ZT 2200 transmission. You're gonna see this on Bad Boy Ramblers, Magnums, Toro Time Cutters. You're gonna see in the most baseline of basically every brand that's out there. But this transmission right here, this is probably for someone who's got an acre, maybe an acre and a half, I think might be pushing it, but an acre or less and flat property. With how much I talk about transmissions, I don't wanna scare anyone away from never buying a machine with a ZT 2200 transmission. We sell plenty of those, and obviously budget will dictate that, but this baseline transmission, if you're looking at purchasing this, you know, and all the brands that are out there, you're probably gonna be spending anywhere from $3,000 to $4,500 to get right here. And if you want to get something that's a serviceable transmission, like I said, the one over on the shelf here, it's a ZT 3100. And again, just to give you an example price-wise, this is a ZT 3100 by Bad Boy, and we sell these for $729.99. You're gonna get into $1,200 to $1,400 when you're looking at some other brands, but some of that possibly could affect that pricing. Again, I talked about this shaft right here was a shorter length, possibly a longer shaft adds to that price, but I can't imagine that much, you know? So there's just incredible value here with the shorter shaft. Maybe that's a little bit smaller pulley. So taking some of the components from what you've got, I just think it's a huge hack that's out there in the market, is looking at these Bad Boy transmissions. And maybe you're just trying to get by and you can live with your wheelbase being off by like an inch. I wouldn't recommend that, but maybe you got a situation where you got to replace both transmissions. That's where it's a little bit less of a big deal, that shaft length. When one transmission goes out, the other one, not always, could be kind of close, right? So if you're replacing one transmission, the chance that the second one's coming, I do see that happen where people want to replace both their transmissions. Now, a lot of the systems that are out there, they're unitized like this. And what I mean by unitized is some systems will have a separate pump and a wheel motor, and there's gonna be hydraulic lines in between. Unitized means the hydraulic pump and the wheel motor are both in just one unit right here. And then you'll have some systems that have one reservoir that basically feeds both sides. I've seen a lot of stuff, you know, of people being concerned about cross-contamination when one side goes bad. If there's metal shavings that could potentially get into the other side. I haven't seen that happen a whole lot, and it seems like most of the systems out there are separated systems, but they also talk about if you get a system like this that's not unitized, possibly the pump could contaminate the wheel motor and so on. In most cases, when you have a wheel motor issue, you're gonna have some jagged kind of clunky movement. And then the pump, when you have an issue, is a little bit more of like what I talked about at the start, where you're gonna run this for a period of time, then it just gets really weak over time. So it depends when you drain that oil, maybe how bad it looks, you know, does it look like there's a lot of metal shavings in that, you know, or what the case may be. But I just thought, me as a Bad Boy dealer, that might be kind of a nice hack out there if you're looking on the transmissions, but you really got to try to get some measurements. You know, that is the only thing that I think is much different you know, on these transmissions is that length, because all these other components are removable. So hopefully it helps you guys. If you want to see if this fits your machine, Bad Boy has a part number, right? So if I look at this particular one out of the box, 050-4070-00, it's this hydro gear number that you're really going to want to get to see if it's an actual fitment for your machine. Even if that number doesn't match up, just remember possibly component switching. This shaft length is a big one you want to look for. So if you're kind of hunting for a transmission, hopefully that helps you, because a lot of people will sell these used for nearly the same price as what I see the brand new Bad Boys going for. So a little bit information gain hopefully for you. Till the next video, we'll see you.